PHP in myself in my current in my first internship, and after that I go by the company and they're situated in Delhi. There we use as a PHP backend and front end as in React. After that, I shifted in Jaipur again and doing the job in Laravel as a backend developer.
Okay. So you have knowledge of React also, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Some
Okay.
knowledge
So
on React also.
are you applying for the Laravel or a React or for a merge of the full stack?
Sir, I'm not have a issue if there was a full check. I do
Okay.
both, not an issue. But
Okay.
in my current profile, I using the Laravel.
Hmm.
In React, I want to revise something that I use that. Not an issue.
Okay. If you having opportunity to give yourself numbers out of 10 in React, so how much you will give?
Uh, sir, in React, I give 6 out of 10.
Okay. And if we are talking about Laravel, then how it will?
Sir, actually, in previous I used as a PHP core.
Yeah.
I started Laravel in recent. So
Okay.
in recent I learned more, but I give the number also 6 out of 10,
Okay.
sir, in Laravel.
If you are talking about core PHP, then how it will be great?
Sir, it's nice, but when we shift to the Laravel, there where give the more opportunity with the
Yeah.
PHP, sir. In Laravel, there was a many functions that comes and fails, sir, that and very and comparison to the core PHP, the Laravel is more secureable and more useful, sir.
Okay. So what is your current CTC right now?
Sir, my current CTC is 30K, sir.
Okay. And what are your expectations right now?
Sir, as I start my career, the previous company I get 35 in Delhi.
Okay.
But in my current job, there was I not knowing the Laravel. I started as a core PHP, and then I shifted to Laravel. So that's why I got the 30. I expect same, sir, as I expect in Delhi.
Okay. So you are just looking for 35K around. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you familiar with the eloquent relationship in Laravel?
Sorry, sir.
Are you familiar with the eloquent relationship in Laravel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you please brief me about those?
Sir, electron shifting Laravel, they are using the object, sir, means they use as a object query builder. So we
Hmm.
in model, so electron Laravel core level, sir, is used as a object, which is a query builder, sir.
Okay. So what is the basic difference between has many and belongs to?
Sir, in belongs to there was a middle table, sir. There are
Okay.
the three tables in relationship. For example, sir, we use it as a roles and permissions or roles as user, sir. In between, one table is role, other table is user, and between them roles and users are table. So we use as a belongs to many and has many. There will be two tables, sir. So the one primary key has the other table as a foreign key, sir.
Actually, I'm asking about has one and belongs to. You are just replying me about has many.
Oh, sorry. As one, sir, there was a relationship. The one table with only one relation means
Hmm?
one user has belongs only one role, sir. Means has one role, sir. There was a has many, sir.
Okay. If you well, like,
Has one.
are you familiar with the service container in Laravel?
Yeah, yes, sir. The service container is used for managing the dependency injection, sir.
And what is the dependence injection?
Sir, dependency injection, their class are used in class, they depend another class, sir. For example, if we creating the class and we pass as a class in a constructor, they depend on that class, sir. We use the other class function in that class, sir. And the service container provides the object for that. We don't want we don't sir मतलब अपन we cannot create own object. The service container provides that object and we directly use that class, sir.
Okay. So, like, I have received an error in my project. It was like the image upload error right there. The thing is coming when I am just trying to upload an image right there, and it was showing that image upload error. Nothing like I just mentioned, like image required, but it is showing me rather than this image upload error. So, why this error is coming?
Sorry, sir, can you please repeat again? Image.
Yeah. You have a function in your controller, and now you are just trying to uploading an image. You just validate
Okay.
an image with like image required, like you just mention only the required is the file type and the image is required. Now you are
Okay.
uploading the image, now you submit the button, now you are getting an error. The error is image upload error. So why I'm just getting this error, whether I just described like image is required, so why this error has been changed?
Upload. Sir, I don't get that error, but if I just understand that there was not a file tab or a form, multi-part form that error comes because of that, sir.
No, but if you are just doing this way, like multi-part, without multi-part form data, the file will not come to your controller. I'm just telling that the file is already in your controller, but result you are just getting the wrong error. Why this was happening? Hello, hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
There was a, I think that there was a path error if in the uploadation.
It was like how you can debug the particular error.
Uh, Sir, we can the required. Sir, we check this, sir. There was a file coming or not first.
Okay.
Debugging, please
How you will
check
check?
sir, we return the request or DD the request to check there the file come or not.
Okay.
When
Now you
if
are just
file is
getting the file is coming. Now,
and file is coming, sir, that then we can we upload the file in the where we uploaded.
but
We,
it was not happening now. Like this was like the validator is giving you wrong error. Now you are just trying to upload this image without that. That again it was showing you the image upload error.
sir, we check the path. If there was an error in the path, sir,
Which
there
kind
we
of
can
path?
we like sir original path there they cannot find the original path.
That was not required while you are just saving the image because you are just getting this via the image get client extension. So it was never required right there.
There was some case. I don't know the main case, sir.
Okay, perfect. Are you familiar
Sir,
with the traits in Laravel?
yes, sir. Trades, yes, sir.
What is traits?
Sir, trades is like a creating of uh, class function, but we trade basically sir use for the inheritance. In class inheritance, they similarly we inherit only one class, but in trade we create a function and inherited the different classes, sir.
Okay, what is
Basically,
inheritance?
sir, means they can inheritance sir the function that sir we access the parent class function. We inherit the parent class to the child class functions or properties, sir.
So how it will come from? Like you are just extended your controller and all. So how it will reflect?
Sir, we use that if we use sir, this keyword. If you access anything from the parent controller, we use this keyword to access that function also.
So here are the threads available with that. So how you will use the thread? Like if you have base controller, we can extend the controller. We have other things. Why we should have to use thread?
Sir, use state, sir, basically we use that thing, we create a function in trade and we use with different classes, sir.
Yeah, that can be possible. But I'm just telling that you are just extending your controller within controller. Okay, that was the inheritance
Yes, sir.
example. Now you can write
Yes.
your perfect function in that controller also. So why you are using trades rather than just using that particular? So there were some benefits of trades to be using right there. So what is that benefits?
So, for example, we create and we use in the controller and as well as model class, sir, also we
Yeah, but
use that trait.
that can be happen also like available with the your controller function also. So why you are just doing with it?
Uh, sir, that's why we use it.
Okay.
For the abstraction also, sir, we use that trait also. We use as an abstraction.
No, that cannot be na. Like the things has been derived, then it means that they are derived to be do something else. So if we have the particular relevancy, then we should have to do. No,
That I know
there
that
are some
the main
query scopes available. in Laravel. So what are the query scopes?
Sir, we create the query as a query builder,
Yeah.
or we create a query model using the model as a electron model, sir. There was a method to create the query, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Like
sir.
there was something we are writing in the model to get the complete image path. So what was that?
Sir, complete image
Image
path.
path.
Sir, we use the URL function that we get the base URL of that function, and then we call that the if we store the image name in the database, then we call that name and concatenate with that name. We get the full URL, sir.
Okay. But how we are doing this with the model? Like we can drive this in the model and just making the name of that. So that was under coming in the query scope also. So what we are how we are doing that?
Sir, we use accessor.
Like
We use accessor, then set we set the we use accessor to set the URL.
okay, what is the accessor?
Sir, accessor, when we use in the model, sir, we set the value to, to call, means they filter that we want to. Accessor means, sir, there was accessor and mutator, and accessor helps to filter. When we fetch the value from the database using the model, they manipulate what that we want. We use the accessor. We use as a set the attribute and change the value of that we call the database, sir.
You are just setting the attribute value. But like how model will know that we like if we have to manipulate that query?
Sir, we create a function, set attribute function
Okay,
for
you
the,
are just creating your attribute function. But
yes, sir.
how your model will know that you have to call this attribute function?
Uh, Sir, they manage Laravel that manage.
No, Laravel can be managed, but you have to define in a function and how you will define what will be the name of the function so that model can be
Sir,
understand that this is for me.
sir, uh, we define as a get, then column name, which is first name is capital, and then attribute. The attribute is capital, sir.
That was not my question. I'm just asking like how your like app model will know that like I have to call this. So that was being in the your function name that way your model will know like I have to do something like that whenever my query has been calling. So what you will do for that?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, no
I think
issue.
I think I think the Laravel manager. If
Are you familiar with template engine?
sir, Blade template.
Yeah, like what is difference between like you are just writing index.php and index.plate.php? Like
Sir,
what is
they
the basic
provide.
difference?
Yes, sir. There was a many thing that provided Blade. Like for example, in PHP we start the greater than and question mark PHP. In Blade we just use that at the rate PHP. There was a many syntax that we use. For example, if in index.php we use that we call that whole PHP greater than question mark PHP, and then we write the if condition. But in Blade, we simply call that at the rate if any condition that you got, and there was a curly braces that anything will print it
Yes.
in Blade, sir.
Have you integrated any payment gateway?
Sorry, sir. Hello.
Like you have any integrated any payment gateway right before?
Sir, yes, sir. I integrated, sir, Razorpay also and PayPal also, sir.
ATM,
PayPal.
PayPal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you familiar with chat options available in Laravel? Like you can you make any chat?
No, sir. I don't use any.
Okay.
Fixing the bug in the Chatify, but I not means integrate any. I am
So
fixing some uh, issues in Chatify, sir.
have you integrated any video call before?
Uh, Sorry, sir.
Video call and audio call and before, like in your project where it was requirement right there.
No, sir. But I fixing the same in project. I fixing Chatify and quick block package, sir. There was a video call and audio call, sir.
Okay. So which package has been used in your project for video call?
Uh, Sir, quick quick block, sir. Quick block package.
Okay. What was the dependency for that project? That
Uh,
package.
uh, Sir, there was I means I fixing some part, but I don't integrate, sir. There was a senior that integrate that package. I just fix some issue, sir. I not means many familiar that. Sir.
In Laravel, there are functions like constructor and destructor. What is the use of those?
The constructor, when we call that class, the function that call the constructor call itself, and destructor then a whole class when called, then after that destructor calls at the end.
Okay, it was perfect. Okay, like you familiar with the array functions?
Sir, yes, sir. In PHP there was
Okay.
many array functions. Yes, sir.
Okay, like you have to push some data in some array from one array to another. So how you will do that?
Sir, sorry, sir. One array.
Like you have to push data from one array to another array. So how you will do that?
Sir, array merge means we merge both array.
That cannot be possible. Now. Like we have to push data from one array to another array. Array merge will merge the both arrays.
Sir, we start a loop also, and we use that loop, or we push that the one array to another array. We use the array map function, sir.
That can also
We,
not be possible. Array match will not working in the case. There was another function is available to push the arrays. So what would those and how it will work?
Sir, we use the array push but that the value as yes, sir. Sir, we for example we use the for method, then we for loop the array, and then we fetch the value and then push the another array.
Okay. In what is the difference between for each and for loop?
Sir, for loop we for each, sir, uh, we initialize there in for there was a, sir, three parameter we use. First we initialize the value, then we check the condition, and after that we increment that value, sir. And for each we use as a s keyword to loop the value, sir.
Okay. Are you familiar with the APIs in Laravel?
Yes, sir. We creating the API, sir.
Okay. Like you have an route right available in the your API.php name. You have to change
Sorry,
that
sir.
name to the yes.php. How you will do that?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat the again, sir?
Like in our web routes file we have available file name api.php. You have to change
Yes,
the
sir.
name of that file and rename it as a yes.php. So how you will do that?
Uh, Means we have a API.php, and we change the API to yes.php, sir.
Yes, how you will do this?
Sir, we use the there was a, sir, routing service provider, sir. Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. We can change that, and all which we can change the uh, name where see, sir, routing there was service provider, routing service provider, sir.
Okay. Are you familiar with the indexes in SQL?
Sorry, sir.
Index in SQL. What is indexes in SQL?
Index that in SQL.
Huh.
No, sir. I don't.
Okay. Can you write some queries like you have to make two tables as join in SQL? So I want the row query for those.
Sir, select star from the table name.
I'm not
Join.
telling you select star. Like I want join two tables.
Sir, to these the whole column, or just we join. Sir, there
Okay.
was a means there was a, some things when we joined. There was some column or directly joined.
Yeah. So what are triggers in SQL?
Hello,
What are triggers in SQL?
hello, hello,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
hello.
Am I audible?
Uh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm asking that what are triggers in SQL?
Sir, there was sir triggers in SQL.
Yes.
Sir, there was a I know, sir, there was a trigger. Okay. Sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay. What
There
are
was a
concat relationships in SQL?
sir
Yeah.
concat relationship.
Yes.
Uh, Sir, I don't use the context.
Okay. Okay, how we are making relationship as cascade in the one table to another table in SQL?
Sir, mainly we use the PHP admin, and there was we use the relationship in that. There was option. Mainly we use that, sir.
No, like
I
if there was a user table available with you and you have also a role table, you are just mentioning the role of the user in roles table. Okay, so there was user's ID was available in the as a foreign key in your roles table. Now you are just deleting that particular user from SQL directly, and you have to like delete all the roles which are available in the roles table for that on that particular click. So how you are defining the relationship for this in your SQL?
Sir, we use a cascade delete, sir. We define as a foreign key as a in the role table, and we define as a cascade, sir. There was a cascade delete, sir.
Yeah.
On delete the user, they delete the role, sir. Cascade, sir.
Okay, what are privileges in SQL?
Privileges, no, sir, I don't. Privileges.
Okay, what
Privileges.
are schemas in SQL?
Schemas.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, no, sir. Schema.
Okay, what are alias name in SQL?
Sir, alias name is, sir, in or and
Okay, what is
hello.
the basic difference between begint, tiny int, and int?
Sir, there was a in int there was a maximum length, sir, 11. In big int there was a maximum length 20, and tiny int, sir, there was a maximum length, I think four, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is the basic what is the collections in the SQL table?
Uh, Collections in SQL table, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, no, I don't use that collection, sir.
Okay. If you have to save an emoji in your table, then what collection you have to need use?
Sir, there was, I think there was a formula that the emojis, for example, that percentage and type of formula, then we save that in table, sir.
Mm-hmm. It was not like
And
that. If there was a particular column for that, you have to define like Unicode, 186, Latin.
no, sir, I don't use that, sir.
Okay. So, uh, you have to assume there was an user available with you. Okay. There was also one table name is role. Now you have to get the and also one table is available. The name is permission. So you have to get the permission of that particular user with its particular rules. So what SQL row query you will write?
Sir, can you please repeat
Yeah.
again, sir?
We have one user, okay, and you have
Okay, sir.
two tables like roles and permissions. You have to get the his roles and his permission from that tables, and you have to write an
Yes, sir.
SQL row query for this.
Uh, we give the permission of that the user if their role is there. Then if role is not, and then we cannot give the permission, sir. That's right, sir.
No, like this was like you have the roles available and you have the permission available with it. So you
Yes,
have to
sir.
only write an SQL row query where you can get the get the rules and permission for the particular user.
Roles SQL query to get. मतलब me, I can't understand that what you are
It
saying.
was
Means
simple, like
that
one user is available and you have to get the roles and permission of it. We are row SQL
okay,
query.
okay, sir. Uh, no, sir, I don't get that, sir.
Okay, no issue. Hmm. So, are you familiar with the migrations in Laravel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have to add, you have already one migration table available. You have to add one column in it. How you will add one column in it directly?
Sir, we create another migration for the column.
Okay, how you will do that and how it will be done?
Sir, sir, create, for example, create PHP artisan create migration,
Okay,
column name, and double dash table name, sir.
okay.
we create that particular column, sir. We
Then
created.
how it will be migrated?
Sir, PHP addition migrate, sir.
But again, like there was lots of tables also available with right there, which are not be made by the migration. So they will give the error like we are not available here. How you can run this query? So what you will
Yes,
do
sir.
for that?
There was some that the PHP addition migrate. There was giving the path, sir, for the migrate the file. We give the migration file path, sir.
Okay. Now you have to delete one table from SQL database and via migration. So how you will do this?
Sir, PHP addition rollback, sir. If you don't rollback, migrate, sir. Rollback use command to retrieve, delete the migration, sir.
Rollback will delete that particular migration, but you have to delete like I want to delete user table, and now I have to write one cmd command for this. So how I will do this?
Sir, in CMD command I had not used, but in the PHP addition I directly delete that, sir.
Okay, no issue. Are you familiar with
Yes,
the
sir.
JS?
JavaScript, sir.
Okay, so what is the basic
Uh,
difference between lat, var, and const?
yes, sir. Sir, there was a lat, lat, where and constant. Constant, there was a constant variable we created in lat and where, sir. Lat, there was scope wise variable, and where, sir, there global wise variable, sir.
Okay, yes.
Sir,
How much
actually,
experience you have?
sir, 1.5 years, sir.
1.5 years. And from how much time you are just working over the Laravel?
Sir, in currently, sir, I working at the starting the January, sir, in Laravel.
Okay, 3rd January,
10th January, sir.
10 January. Okay, it was
Yes.
quite good. What is the latest version of Laravel is running out?
Sir, and currently there was 10, sir. There was launched.
Okay, who is the founder of Laravel and in which year it was find out?
Sir, I don't know that
Okay,
exactly the
no
name
issue.
person.
Okay, there was like so many phases has been coming for the PHP. So which phase is running right now?
Sir, 8 point, I think 8.2 point something
That was the
there was
version. I
running.
am just talking about the
Yes, sir.
phases. Like PHP has been introduced in 1986 and before. So from that
Yes,
now
sir.
PHP has been converted to so many times and also changed its name. So which phase is running right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, yes, I'm done from my side. I will let your interview feedback with the HR. She will let you know what was that. Okay.
Okay.